Fifth graders are in Piaget's concrete operational stage of cognitive development. This stage is characterized by the child's ability to think logically about objects and events. This is a structured learning activity. I chose this experience for Naomi and gave directions for her actions. For today's lesson, we're going to be talking about fractions. I'm going to show you this cool little trick I learned in school. So you get this little strip of paper, okay? This makes one whole piece. Now what happens if you fold it in half? Open it up, and we're going to color half of it. Can you color half of your strip bar? This is your fraction strip. So if you see it now, remember that this whole thing is one whole piece, right? But if we make this little crease right here and we colored half of it, how much of it is colored?
1/2?
Yeah, 1/2, because it's one piece one is colored out of two pieces. Do you know what it looks like? If you write it down as a fraction, it's 1 is colored, and the denominator is always what?
2.
But it's always going to be how many pieces do you have, right? Okay, so we colored 1, right here, we colored 1, and the denominator is 2. The denominator is always how many pieces there are. So now, we're going to get your fraction strip again. Okay, you're going to fold it on the same crease. And now we're going to fold it again. Okay, and crease it. Okay, now we're going to open it up. Now, how many pieces do you have now?
4.
4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 is your what?
Denominator?
Yes, 4 is your denominator. You see right here? Now, how many pieces are colored in? 2. You see that? So one more time, what if we fold it again? Naomi understood the concept of fraction families through our folds of the fraction strip. We continued the concept until we had divided the strip into 8 pieces. You see that it doesn't matter how many times you fold it. Your denominator is always going to be how many pieces you have, right? And then remember at the beginning we colored half of it? So it doesn't matter if it's half. This half makes part of another half, and together they make one whole piece. 1/2, the 2/4, and the 4/8, they're all equal. So you understand how the fraction bar works? Okay. That activity, we're going to use Hershey's bars. If you wanted to show half a bar, what would you do to that? Yes, you would separate it, right? Because your denominator says 2 pieces, right? How many pieces do you need for 2/4? Always try to look on the denominator first. How many pieces do you need?
4.
4. Okay, so you can separate the second bar into 4 pieces. See? So now, if we're going to use 2/4 of it, which pieces are you going to use? Those 2. This candy bar right here, half, is the same as 2/4. What if we were going to use 4 of the 8 pieces? What would you do? Yes. Have to do.
Look at the numbers.
Which numbers? The top or the bottom? The bottom, the denominator. And what is the denominator going to tell you?
How many pieces there are together?
So you have 16 pieces because you've looked at the denominator, right? Now, if you want to take 2 of the pieces out of 16, what do you move out? You just put them right here. Okay? Now this one right here, we're working on 3/4. So what's the first thing that you have to look at?
The denominator.
The denominator. How many pieces are there going to be?
4.
4. So you want to break that into 4 pieces? Okay. Now we're going to use 3 of the 4 pieces. Here, how many pieces are we going to do? 2 pieces. But we're only going to use 1 piece out of the half. So first you have to split it in half. And we're only going to use 1 piece out of the 2. Okay, now you can actually compare the pieces, right? These out.
1/16.
1/16. What would it be if I take one of these out?
1/2.
Yeah, 1/2 because it's 1 over 2 pieces. Go ahead.